to RSGPodcast episode 55.
Yeah.
55 episodes.
Yeah.
Seems like more, but...
It's way less than like the 120 we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It seems like more because I'm doing it with you guys.
Because each one drags on interminably forever.
We've got a few things to talk about today. A lot of news stuff today. I had a little game news because I've been playing the new Mad Max video game.
How was that?
Actually, really good. Like, I was telling Connor about it. It's RPG, and so you level up Max, you level up your car, and and it's hard to do. Like, you can't just walk into an area, wreck everything, and then walk out. I mean, it takes, there's timing and stuff in there because people attack you, so you have to counterattack them at the right moment. Otherwise, you get your face pushed in. Bad guys do hurt. So especially when you
some challenge to it.
Yeah, like it's not like your typical video or movie to video game where it's just you're rolling through the story.
Right.
Like the old Sega Genesis hit cliffhanger.
I guess is this a change? There have been others, but is this a change for you in like what is normally the movie to video game pattern, which is movie good, video game bad?
Yeah, I think the main thing that makes it like good is the fact that they followed the way that they're like the styling of the new movie in regards to the story they're telling in the video game is one-off, has nothing to do with the movie at all. I mean, well, there's Gas Town and stuff like that, and you are fighting another guy who kind of resembles Immortal Joe, but at the same time, the story itself is completely different. Like, you get your dog back.
Right.
And yeah, you got a guy who worships you, who's like building all this. He calls you the Saint, and he worships the Combustion Angel, and it's really kind of fun and cool. But you go around and you do a bunch of stuff. There's tons of different maps. It reminds me a lot of Shadows of Mordor, honestly.
How much does Max talk?
Very rarely, like
Good.
a couple times in the cutscenes.
Good.
But I mean, he does have more lines already in this game than he did in the movie.
Not good.
But yeah, so but like I was saying, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Shadows of Mordor because you unlock different areas to go to and stuff like that. There's different spots. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Recommend checking it out. I mean, if you like, it's open world ish. I mean, you can go anywhere that you want within the specified areas. And
like Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, Shadows of Mordor is it's Shadows of Mordor in deserts of Australia post-apocalypse.
Just walked up in desert. Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So
It's a good deal.
yeah. But we're also going to, speaking of games, we're also going to be talking about the continuing effort to make video games into movies. This specifically regarding 20th Century Fox adapting Mega Man video game series.
Yeah.
That hurts my feels.
Well,
No, there's a couple very sharp daggers for me in this. Okay, the first one is this, is that Mega Man was going to come out with a new Mega Man in the past 3 years or so, and it was hyped up. You know, they showed
Get hyped.
they showed other Capcom IPs that were gonna pop up as characters, playable characters in Mega Man, like Ryu from Street Fighter, and then it just got canned.
Yeah.
It just went away because Capcom is losing their ass.
Yeah, because Capcom's not making money.
They're not making money.
That's a problem.
And that's an issue. So you get this new game, this new Mega Man game, canceled because you don't have the money for it, and you're worried that it's not going to do well, which is stupid. That's how you make money. Is you make another Mega Man game.
Yep.
People will buy that shit. 100% people will buy that shit. But they don't. They cancel it, and instead sell the rights to fucking Fox.
Fox! So well with video game movies.
Yep, Fox. Well, I mean, honestly, can you really make a Mega Man movie anyway?
You can't. This is an IP that shouldn't have any kind of movie.
Right.
Unless it's animated. And even then, it's not going to be good.
No. Because there's no backstory. Like,
there is.
You don't. Okay, there's backstory, but it's very light. It's very minuscule.
It's very Dr. Light.
Right. Well, but there's in reality, there's not a lot of character to Mega Man the person. There's not a lot of backstory. There's not a lot of other stuff. He's just the dude. The fun part of Mega Man is going around, collecting all the new weapons, collecting all the hard upgrades, collecting all the health upgrades, all that kind of stuff.
The interesting characters...
That's the fun part of Mega Man. The story is not the fun part of Mega Man. Nobody gives a shit about the story in Mega Man.
See, I don't know if that's entirely true. But the problem is,
Nobody
even...
gives a shit about the story of
You
Mega
don't,
Man.
and you don't count for everyone. So let's make that clear.
No, I pretty much do.
You're not that big.
I pretty much do.
Listen, the thing is that even if you care about the story of Mega Man, because you care about the story of Mega Man, you're gonna go, this isn't gonna work in a movie.
Right.
And not keep the same like feeling that is Mega Man. You can't do Mega Man in a movie and it feel the same.
Much like when they did Mario back in the day. Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, it's gonna be on the same level.
Yep.
Oh god. No, it has to be better than that because if nothing else, the special effects will be better.
You say that.
That doesn't make it better. That just makes it a bigger travesty. That just means that much more money went into this shitty film.
Alright. That's fair, I suppose.
I don't know. I just...
there's no way it could be good. There's not enough story to make a Mega Man movie, and anything that comes out of it is just going to be bad.
I don't know. I disagree on that part. I think there's enough story. Whether or not I think it deserves to be on the screen, I don't think it belongs there.
Barely deserves
There's
to be on
not
the
enough
video
story to
game
make
screen.
Dr. Light makes Mega Man into a fighting robot because Dr.
There's a story behind the Proto Man and
bad
Zero
Dr.
and their
Evil.
interaction and who Mega Man actually is.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff there.
Can they even touch any of that?
When's the last time you played a Mega Man movie?
The Mega Man game?
Mega Man game, yeah.
X. I think it was X.
10, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
But do they have enough time in a movie? Because, I mean, if Fox is doing it, it's going to be 90 minutes. So, is it going to be... Do they have enough time to go into Proto Man and all those other things you're talking about?
They have to if they're going to want to have enough story.
There's no other story.
Yeah,
Oh.
they have to. They
So
literally have
they don't
to.
have a choice but to do that.
They can make
There's
up
nothing-
a bunch of crap.
They can not make a good movie out of Mega Man. It just can't be done.
I don't think it's because of the lack of story. I think it's because the story doesn't fit.
Definitely because of lack of
Let's see
story.
what the world has to
I think
say.
you don't
But
know
also-
the story of Mega Man very well. That's what
I think that I do know the story
You
of Mega
obviously do
Man
not.
just fine, and
You
that
obviously
it
do
would
not.
take about 10 minutes of exposition and they'd be done with it.
Right, 'cause it's
It
all done in
seems like
exposition.
the internet is agreeing with you, because they're saying, if they make it animated, I'd be willing to check it out, but please, for the love of God, I hope it's not live action.
It can't be. If you look at Mega Man,
It has
can't
to be live action. It'll be live action.
It will
Fox
be.
does it, it'll be live action.
Oh, there's a guy here who thought Prince of Persia was a good movie. Oh.
That's really funny.
His name is Jar Jar Thinks, by the way.
Listen, Jar Jar. Oh my
No,
god.
he said he thought Prince of Persia would make a good movie, but it was not.
Well,
We all agree it was not a good movie. But did have Gemma Arterton, that is in its favor.
Yeah, listen. You can like Prince of Persia, but don't for one second think it was a good movie.
No.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
You can like it all you want.
Yeah. but
You
it's
can
not
like
good.
things that suck.
That's
People do
allowed.
that all the time.
That's allowed.
Yeah.
check it out on Screen
Yeah.
Rant. It's on there. 20th
Also-
Century Fox adapting Mega Man video game series.
Yes. Also interesting side effect about Fox in general, they are releasing some movies on 4K Blu-ray HD.
Okay.
Okay, specifically for like 4K Blu-rays and
Right.
Ultra HD. And one of the movies they have chosen to release on 4K Blu-ray is Fantastic Four. Because anyone is going to buy that movie on 4K Blu-ray.
They should just burn the film.
All
and-
the copies of
all the
Fantastic
copies
Four.
of it.
Any computer that was ever used in the making of it, all of it.
Actually,
The
I hope we
crowd.
get a special edition, a director's cut of the original director.
I like to see I would like to see Josh Trank's cut of it.
I would
too.
like to see his
Yeah.
cut. Yeah, because it'll give me a better a better gauge as to how much I would enjoy his movies, whether or not I
Yeah.
think he's any good.
Well, have you seen Chronicle? Well, you should watch Chronicle sometime.
Yeah.
I've not
Did you
seen
watch it?
I haven't seen it,
Oh.
but we should
I've
watch
seen
Chronicle
it.
sometime.
Yeah, right.
Because that's the movie that he's famous for.
I mean, it was okay. I liked it. I mean, the story was a little bit but at the same time, it was well put together. I mean, the kids really seemed like they had...
Did he
that-
write it?
I think,
Mhm.
yeah.
Wrote and directed it?
I was a little worried about it because I thought maybe it was like one of those movies that's supposed to show off a new engine, like a CG engine or something like that. But, I mean, check it out. I mean, don't pay for it, but, well...
Why, we don't advocate stealing on this podcast, okay?
I didn't say to go steal it. I just said not to pay for it. How you interpret that is your own business. But yeah, it was alright.
There's only one other way to not pay for it. Man.
Look, you're putting too much thought into it.
by not watching it.
Right.
Yeah, there's that.
So don't do that, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, Chronicle's alright. Actually, Marv wanted me to check that out. It was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, it was pretty.
I've heard good things and bad things about it.
I'm willing to
There's
check
a couple
it out.
things, like when they do some things, you're just kind of like, okay. But then a few things like, oh, like I really liked the battle that they had because, you know, it's basically Superman. You have to have someone take it. Like Superman has to go take out the super creature thing.
Right.
Okay, part of this Mega Man article. Sorry to just steal this back
on track.
Yeah, get back to this Mega Man article. Here's a line. Still, there's a chance that Mega Man could work as a tongue-in-cheek, colorful sci-fi action romp that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Maybe on
Problem. Yes, Mega Man was a very cartoony, colorful, game. It was not tongue-in-cheek. It wasn't tongue-in-cheek. It didn't. Maybe the animation style made it look like it was tongue-in-cheek, but it really wasn't tongue-in-cheek. The dialogue wasn't tongue-in-cheek. It was always very like, "You're my son, Mega Man. I love you."
Okay.
Super serial.
That's fair. The dialogue was super serial. But they did have Armadillo Man.
It's Japanese. Have you not seen what the Japanese are capable of creating?
I have seen.
And go, this is serious.
I have seen.
This is then obviously that this doesn't matter if there's Armadillo Man.
Fair enough. It's not going to work in America.
Exactly. It shouldn't be a movie. It should be a serious movie. It shouldn't be a lighthearted, tongue-in-cheek movie. It shouldn't be a movie.
We can agree on that. It should not be a movie.
It doesn't work in any way.
Yeah. Mostly because there's not enough story.
Shut up.
All right, moving on to the second thing on there. All the secrecy surrounding the new Star Wars movies, J.J. Abrams in general, with anything that he puts his hand in.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams is big on this, nobody can know what I'm doing in my movies. Sort of thing.
I give you a little bit, but not enough to really understand what's going on.
Is it JJ that's really the perpetrator of this?
Yes.
Okay, well...
Because JJ did the same thing when he made the Star Trek 2009 and Darkness
Cloverfield
and all the other stuff that he's done. He's a big fan of the and I mean Disney's right along with it too.
Oh yeah.
Because it creates that that buzz around the movie or whatever. And I'm like, well, Star Wars is not a movie that needs more buzz. Star Wars Episode 7 has enough buzz already. The minute you told me that Han and Leia and Luke are coming back, that's all you have all the buzz you need.
Yep.
You need any more buzz. You're good.
You showed the Millennium Falcon.
You're good. People are coming back to see this movie. And I think the secrecy in the end is only going to end up hurting it.
I think you got secrecy for two different reasons here. You got Disney because they know what that does. It generates the hype for them.
Right.
I think Abrams doesn't mind the hype, but I think it just might be a creative thing that Abrams does, where he's like, I just want to wait until it's done. I don't want everyone to see it in the way I meant for it to be seen.
Yeah, but even with Lost and stuff like that, he wouldn't answer any questions about different things. I mean, people were...
that's because he had no idea where he was going with Lost.
Well, that's true. But I mean, Cloverfield and stuff like that, I mean, even after the movie was out, he still would not answer origin questions or anything about it. The secrecy behind his thing on that was just... It was almost maddening. I mean, to the point where...
I think that's the point. I think he likes to do... I think he likes... And I think he wants people to look at his films and, use their brain a little bit.
Which is cool, but...
Or cover their eyes from all the lens flares.
Yeah, just because you did it in the first movie, thought it was kind of fun. Don't keep doing that.
Oh, he's going to keep doing it.
I know.
There's going to be a ton of lens flares.
Dude, I can't wait to see the new Star Trek. And it's going to have... Is he doing the new Star Trek?
You know who is doing the new Star Trek? The third Star Trek movie?
Yeah.
Is your old friend Simon Pegg.
Wait,
He's
really?
writing and directing the new Star Trek movie. Star Trek 3. Written and directed, Simon Pegg.
What? That is...
Written and directed, Simon Pegg.
Do the Googles.
No, I believe you. I'm not looking...
I understand. Simon Pegg.
I would tell you if I didn't believe you. You know that.
Because... Yeah, he recently had a chat with Abrams because he was like...
Okay, you said Simon Pegg and I'm like... I know who Simon Pegg is, but I need to look this up just to make sure that...
Right, that Simon
this
Pegg
is the guy
who I think Simon Pegg... Yeah, that's Simon Pegg.
Well, he was in the Star Wars movie.
Right, he's Scotty.
He was Scotty.
Star
so,
Trek.
Star Trek.
The
movies.
internet will crucify you.
Yeah, well, and deservedly so.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the new Star Trek movie.
That's interesting.
That's kind of cool, though.
Written and directed by Simon Pegg.
Is it going to be mostly just little one-liners and stuff for him, though? And like,
Simon Pegg's a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah,
so
that's true. I think he'll do it justice.
I think maybe he'll even take it back more to its roots than the action sequences, than the Star Wars action sequences that we have in Into Darkness.
Holy crap! I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You gotta change the cast. The only person that can do diplomacy on that crew. Oh wait, nobody can. Never mind. No one can.
Yeah, it's just
that's an action crew, man.
The Spock guy, maybe, but
maybe, but he's kind of a dickhole.
Right.
So not really.
This is true. Young Spock is just a dick.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got any Leonard Nimoy stuff before he passed away for the film.
Probably none.
That's
my guess. Because it's not even all the way written yet. I don't think so.
So the search for Spock hits you right in the feels.
I don't know if it'll be Search for Spock or not.
It's Search for Spock.
Are you just saying that, or
I'm saying it because I'm looking at the old picture of the old one.
Right.
Search for Spock. It is. They're doing it. Yeah.
Search for Spock was what the old one was.
I have no idea what the new one's going to be. Beyond or something.
Yeah, it's called Star Trek Beyond, I think.
I hope they don't rehash any of the old movies. That's a terrible fucking idea.
That's what they did with the second one.
I know.
They rehashed Khan. I hope they don't rehash. They shouldn't do Spock. Well, they don't need to do Search for Spock.
No,
because they brought Kirk back alive in this one.
Search for Kirk?
Anyway, no, but they already brought Kirk back alive.
Oh, that's true.
They brought
Wales.
With triple.
It's time for Wales.
Actually, according to the synopsis here, they're
movie number 4.
Yes, we want V'ger back.
Yes, V'ger.
Yeah. Oh wait, was that?
V'ger was the first one.
But that's the one where the whales had to say something to.
No, no.
That wasn't V'ger.
Oh, I need to go back and rewatch these because I'm failing.
V'ger, because V'ger was Voyager. It was
right.
original.
But
Star Trek.
it was coming to destroy, and then
Star Trek the motion picture.
I thought the whale sound was what V'ger kept doing because it was looking for the whale sound.
No, there was some sort of giant space monster.
Yeah, it was a giant cylindrical.
Yeah, it was a giant space turd that was just eating things, destroying the world.
Wasn't that V'ger?
But because there was no, that's not V'ger.
No, it was a ship full of space whales that were like, hey, space whales on Earth, what's up?
And
wait, there's no whales on Earth?
Responding.
There's no whales on Earth? We're gonna kill everybody because we're space whales that left whales here forever ago.
Right.
That's what the whole plot was for Star Trek 4.
It was not V'ger, bro. V'ger was the motion picture.
I could have sworn that V'ger was making the sounds for the whales and then it went away.
Nope. V'ger was in the motion picture.
So how did they stop V'ger?
In the motion picture?
Yeah. They blow it up?
Trippy scenes.
Oh, 70s.
Trippy scenes. Anyway, but
apparently they're unstoppable force of terror from within their own organization. Captain Kirk leads a manhunt to Warzone World to capture a one-man weapon of mass destruction.
That
was Into Darkness.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're good.
Yeah. Because when you click 216, it takes you to 213. Which no, it doesn't.
Fuck. No,
whatever.
Well, there's not many notes on that on Star Trek Beyond, anyways.
Plot is unknown at this time.
Yeah, it's unknown, but it's interesting. Simon Pegg's an interesting call, and I'm willing to let it go, see what happens. I like Simon Pegg, so it's a weird choice for me, but
it doesn't seem like a Star Trek-y choice.
No, it really
but mostly
doesn't.
we see Simon Pegg in comedies, so that's why it doesn't seem like a Star Trek-y choice.
But he did a good job.
But there's no reason why he couldn't be.
He was still the comedic relief in the Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
right.
He was very good as Scotty. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but he's not the writer director of the movies that we see him in as comedies.
Mostly,
Yeah.
So it could be really good. Really good. But
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be fun.
I think the interesting, going back to Star Wars, however, I think the part of the secrecy that really I was like, wow, they really wanted to keep this secret was during this interview. Let me read exactly what he says.
Anthony Daniels says he received the script written in black on the darkest red paper they could find.
Yeah.
So you couldn't photocopy it?
So you couldn't photocopy it, yeah. It was red paper with black ink, so you couldn't photocopy it.
Right.
That's how the script was. So I was like, wow, that's kind of serious business
you can
secrecy.
See on the video that they released after Comic-Con, you can see that one of them is holding a bunch of red paper or whatever. That's the script. You can see that. You can see like he's holding that dark red paper script.
Wow.
That's he's holding it. That nobody else can read it. You can't photocopy it or whatever and send it out. It's hard to scan. And you can do it. Don't get me wrong. If you got something with good contrast abilities, you can photocopy it.
Could you imagine being at the table doing the read for that? Then you're just sitting there trying it. You're screwing up your lines. You're pissing people off because it's
just trying to read this
black
red on dark,
whatever.
black on dark red. Yeah.
Give me a real script.
Give me a real script,
Right.
JJ. God damn it.
I don't know. I think the secrecy around...
At the end of the show or something. I don't know.
I think the secrecy around the new movies is... I guess it depends on how you look at it. Like anyone else, they don't want their stuff to leak.
Right.
You know, and I get that.
I get that.
And they want to keep the buzz about what's in the movie to a minimum. I get that as well. But you might be creating too much of an expectation. Because now people's imaginations are just going insane.
Right. That's my concern, is that there's too much expectation and that whatever you have there isn't going to be able to fulfill that expectation.
Now, there's always the chance that my expectation is here, like way up here, and the movie just does this fucking thing way up here.
Yeah, there is that possibility.
There's that possibility.
And then all of a sudden, like, you've got yourself, like I don't even know what you would call it, like a new icon. I mean, Star Wars is already an icon.
Right.
You know, but...
If you make it that much better than your expectation, then you're going to screw yourself.
Now, mind you, way up here might only seem like it's way up here because, like, the prequels are, like, way...
Right, like way down there.
Way down here. Like, you
Way
can't
down
even see
there.
my hand. It's off the camera. That's
Right.
how low it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Some other
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah, but it's just an interesting thing, like, because it's J.J. Abrams, one of those, it's his thing, really, like, he doesn't like to reveal plot details, because realistically, we don't know dick about the plot.
Nothing.
He likes to
We
keep
really
all that
don't.
kind of stuff secret, or whatever, because he always likes to have those big twists in his movies.
Even the teaser trailers have done a good job of just, like, throwing you all around.
Right.
You're just like, can't even begin to put things together.
Well, I think what I like is that it gets me interested. It doesn't get me too terribly hype, like The Secrecy. Like, The Secrecy I don't go, oh my god, like, it's going to be so amazing. I go, I really want to find out.
Yeah.
You know, and the little bit of teasers they give me make me excited to see the movie. But it doesn't make me overhyped, because as long as I don't know what it is, I can keep myself in check.
Right.
You know, I can go, I don't know what this is, so it could be bad.
Could be bad.
It'd be very bad.
Alright, it's fair.
That's just me, though. I don't think that it runs that way for everybody, but...
No, probably not. So moving on, in additional Star Wars news.
Yes, Benicio del Toro finally confirms villain role in the new
Star Wars 8.
Star Wars 8.
Right, because they are so compact with their shooting schedules. Because if they're going to have Star Wars 8 ready to roll in, December of 2018 or whatever it is,
Like,
or 17,
Yeah.
they're going to get started shooting already. So that means that, like, whoever's doing it, I don't remember who the director is for 8, but they have to be getting in conference with JJ and being like, look, what are you doing here? So I know, because he's got to know all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
In order to start working on 8. You know what I mean?
Didn't they also confirm that in this world Boba Fett survives? Like, they went with the Euro on that, or the EU on that?
I believe so.
I believe they did
It's
confirm
been
that
confirmed that
this week.
Boba Fett survives the Star Electric, which, yeah.
Yeah, it makes
EU
sense.
did it, yes, and yes, we're ignoring what the EU does for these movies, but
Right.
it's Boba Fett. He survives the Sarlacc pit because he's fucking Boba Fett.
Right.
He was the only, he was the next, if I remember the numbers correctly, and I'm going to have to look this up, but he was the highest selling non-Jedi figurine.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, Benicio del Toro's been cast, and they confirmed villain or villain-like role. Yeah. So, because the interview, he actually had an interview with some foreign press, it was in Italy somewhere, where he confirmed that he was doing it. But he was speaking Italian, and so there's no translation issue. Like, is he a villain, or is he just like a villain? I don't know. Now, personally...
I want to see him like a little trashier role than like a Lando role, you mean?
Right. I want to see him do like in the EU, they have the guy Talon Card,
Right.
who comes along to sort of replace Han Solo, because Han Solo goes legit, joins the government and all that. He goes legit. And so they need someone else to be involved with the underworld. And Talon Card was that guy. and he was sort of like Boba Fett and Lando had a kid.
Right.
Because he was smooth, but also a little badass.
Right.
Yeah, so you had to watch out for him. You know, so, and I could see Benicio del Toro being talent card easily.
Benicio del Toro is a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, like, he's one of the dudes you can put him in just about any movie and it'll work. Because that's how good he is. Because he's one of those actors who has a recognizable face, but that doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't matter. You can put him in whatever and he'll pull it off. So I'm actually very excited for this because I really like Benicio del Toro as an actor, and I think that he could bring some veteran credibility to an otherwise, you know,
relatively young cast.
Green cast.
Yeah,
you know?
relatively young. Yeah. They also will be casting a new female lead in Episode 8. They have not done so yet. But
interesting.
they are auditioning for a new female lead in Episode 8 as well.
Meaning that this... We don't know what that means. I'm not going to
We
speculate.
don't know what that means.
Abrams, man.
We don't know what that means.
We don't know what that means.
Does Daisy Ridley's character die in this movie?
I'm going to guess no.
Does she become not important in the next movie? Or is it an additional female lead in the next movie?
Who knows? There's so many options.
Yeah.
Very tough to tell. I just want to see the movie already.
Yeah.
You know, who's the character you're looking forward to the most in these new movies?
Black Stormtrooper.
Right?
Yeah. I kind of want to see what that guy's all about. Like, and like at first I was like, nah, not so much. And then the latest teaser,
or Gwendolyn's
name. Gwendolyn
Stacy. Gwendolyn Stacy.
Isn't isn't Gwendolyn?
She plays Brienne of Tarth, but she's also going to be Captain
Oh,
Phasma.
okay. I thought
Captain Phasma. I'm actually looking forward to Captain Phasma a lot as
Captain
well.
Phasma.
Yeah.
Like Captain, because that armor's like BA.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw recently on the Twitter somebody asked why somebody complained about like Captain Phasma doesn't look like a girl in her stormtrooper armor
Because of practical
or
armor.
whatever, and she's like
Stormtrooper armor.
right, and the people at Star Wars tweeted back like it's armor.
Yeah.
She just happens to be a girl inside of it, but it's armor.
She doesn't look like a man either. She
Right.
kind of looks like a robot.
Right. She does.
Which,
her armor's all
from my
curly.
experience, are sexless for the most part.
Right. You need to know different robots.
Yeah. I was going to say, in America, yes. There are other parts of the world where there are very, very female robots.
Very, very, very female robots.
Yeah. But yeah, I mentioned, especially with the most recent teaser trailer where it showed him with the blue lightsaber.
Right,
Yeah.
like obviously
So,
facing off against Kylo
did
Ren.
he-
I was like, whoa, what are we doing here?
Is he the one that
what
brought
is
down the
this?
giant ship and he was in Stormtrooper armor to hide from everybody else?
The giant ship we already know isn't brought down by him because...
I don't know that.
Well, if you actually do know this, you just don't realize it. You see that ship go down
Right.
in the new Star Wars Battlefront,
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
and that all happens right before the movies.
Yep.
Well, what if it opens with him coming out like that? What if he was on the thing when it went down?
No. These games have been. This is before
Oh,
the
okay.
movies. It's
Okay,
been,
so, yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
very-
it's years before the movie.
It's yeah.
Did you guys see the funniest Craigslist ads where somebody posted an image that said slightly used Star Destroyer on Craigslist for sale? It had a picture of the thing in the ground. It's like it's a minor tune-up.
That's awesome.
I think it was Jawas that were put it up. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm interested. Yeah, because blue lightsaber, stormtrooper armor, and going back and rewatching that teaser trailer. He looked a little unsure of himself, but at the same time, he had a certain amount of like confidence in his face too. So,
Right. He was like, it was like
this
maybe
guy's
this was his
about to
first
throw down.
lightsaber battle, but it wasn't his first time holding a lightsaber.
Yeah, he was about to throw down.
But
Yeah,
he wasn't sure. He
Yeah.
wasn't sure about facing off against Kylo.
It makes the whole thing is very interesting because it looks like his origin story, whatever it is going to be fascinating. I think.
Right.
It's going to be very cool.
Yeah, we're getting back to that secrecy with JJ. Where
Yeah.
like, we just don't know anything.
Like, I want to know
We get
who he
these
is.
we get
and-
these weird images.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like until recently, until D23, nobody even knew Finn would be using a lightsaber. Everyone kind of assumed he was the new like Han Solo with blaster guy.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
JJ's like,
Yeah.
So
You guys don't know.
you guys
You'll
don't
never know.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good though.
So
No,
it
I'm
should be
looking forward to
interesting.
it. But I'm also looking forward to Phasma. I'm hoping to see more of Captain Phasma in this because I think that's a really cool.
right, I hope they do well, with Captain Phasma. Like I hope she's actually an interesting character with
Yeah.
interesting
A
things
nice
to do.
tough kid. Like, because I like Gwendolyn Stacy a lot.
Yeah.
I think she's a really good actress. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like.
Well, I think everybody here is really a pretty good actor,
Yeah, I agree.
actress. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even
well,
though they're a bunch of newbies, they seem like they're doing all right. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only one Daisy Ridley's the only one who I really haven't seen in anything else.
I haven't seen Daisy Ridley in anything.
Yeah, and she's the only one who I have questions about, really. But the other guy, like Oscar Isaacs, he's good. I got no complaints about him. And Dominic, whatever his name is, played opposite him in Ex Machina.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, who's the new like Moth or whatever?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
new
Moth
Moth,
dude or whatever,
yeah.
and he looks in the stills.
He looks
BA, right?
He looks really awesome.
Looks pretty awesome with the stills, and I think he can easily carry off that guy. You know.
Yeah. But
Kylo Ren, I got some questions about too. I don't like that guy as an actor, but
Yeah, well, I mean, just watching.
I don't like him as a
See
person.
what he does.
But I think he's gonna be just fine for
He's
his
very Keanu
just by
Reeves.
just being
he was
himself.
super
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves
yeah.
on that battle. Super
He's just
Keanu
like,
Reeves.
it's like he didn't even really understand what was going on. He's just sitting there drinking water. Oh, is that for me? You answer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you answer. I asked you.
Yeah. So maybe some of that's the secrecy they want. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be. He's just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with knowing what I can and can't say. So
Right.
don't ask me shit.
Could not say anything.
Yeah.
He's
I can
just a
understand
method
that.
actor. He's
Yeah.
a character. I hate you all. Ron Perlman talks Hellboy 3,
Yes.
but is Guillermo del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro. Too busy?
Guillermo.
Yeah, is he too busy?
He's got his hands on a lot of stuff, right? Like Crimson Peak, he's got coming out this month or next month, right?
Well, that's
Or
done
late
then
September.
for the most part.
Right, but he's working on a bunch of other things. He's still trying to get his Cthulhu movie made.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, into the what is it? I don't know what it's called now. On the Edge of Madness or something like that.
Yeah.
She's trying to get his Cthulhu movie made, but I hope he stops doing that because no one is ever going to make the Cthulhu movie. And let's go back and make Hellboy 3.
Because it basically is good.
I'm not entirely certain I want it to be made, to be frank with you.
Hellboy 3?
Yeah.
Really?
that?
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain I want it to be made.
Oh, I kind of want to.
I liked one a lot. I liked two, but less. And I'm afraid it's just going to follow that
Trend?
that trend.
I
Where,
liked
like,
two.
3 will come out and I won't like it.
It was originally written and set up to be a trilogy. So 2 is going to be the weakest of them because it's the middle. It's the filler one in the middle.
Which up until
So it's going to
now-
have like the least complete storyline.
That's not what bothers me about middle movies. There's a lot of middle movies I like better than the rest of them. Empire's a good example of that.
I knew he was going in.
I loved
Right,
Empire.
of course he was going to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the most classic one. It's the most
Aliens.
recognizable one. I like Aliens
Yeah.
too. Much better than Aliens. It's a different movie.
The first movie was just Alien, bro. No offense.
Oh, you fucking hurt me sometimes. But yes, I liked 2 better. That's my point. There's a lot of middle movies I like more.
Yeah, but Alien 2, and Alien 3 weren't originally conceived as a trilogy from the beginning.
Right, that was just designed to be.
Because Alien 2 is an entirely different movie than Aliens.
Star Wars was
than Alien
not.
True.
Star Wars was conceived to be a trilogy.
Right. That's what I said. It was it not?
Yeah.
So,
I'm just saying your Alien example doesn't hold up. I'm giving you Star Wars because Empire was the better movie. I'm not. No one's complaining. Don't say it wasn't. All right.
all right.
I'm giving you Empire. But other than that, I don't think there's any other real examples.
I actually really liked Hellboy 2.
I liked it. I just didn't like it as much as 1. That was all. I liked. I liked Iron Man 1 and 2 equally, honestly. Even though a lot of people hated 2.
Well, I
Iron Man
did
2.
hate 2.
I actually really liked 2.
Yeah, I didn't think 2 was bad. I
Yeah, but was that
enjoyed 2 a lot.
one of those? Was that designed to be a trilogy?
Iron Man 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, Iron Man was the first one of those movies, so
I
like
think
it
they
was kind of
assumed
make
they
or
were going to
break.
make more, but I don't think that Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 tell a whole story.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? The same way that, like, same with the, Aliens 2 and Aliens 3 don't tell a whole story. They're not really, they're all set in the same universe and sort of connected, but they're not really telling the same
They
story.
had to go really out of their way to make sure everything was connected.
See, I thought Iron Man 3 was super weak. I did not like it.
Iron Man 3 was super weak.
Iron Man 3 should have been about alcoholism and not about PTSD.
Yep.
But that's me.
The,
To be a comic book purist.
well, we don't have the third in this line of movies yet, but Avengers 2 was better than 1. At least in my opinion.
I would disagree with you.
You'd be wrong.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
So,
it happens a lot.
that doesn't happen. So anyway, Hellboy 3 I think looks good because they're finishing the story. Because according to what Ron Perlman said, Hellboy's finally going to do the thing he was brought to Earth to do and bring about the apocalypse. And it's going to involve the twins that he fathered at the end of the second movie,
Right.
and all that stuff. So it looks like it might have like a good ending plot line and stuff like that.
It's kind of interesting
And
to
more
see.
Guillermo del Toro.
Well, it's kind of interesting to
creatures
see
and beasts
them
and whatever
taking that direction
imagines.
because he's fighting so hard not to be what he's supposed to be, and then we hear he's going to have to do it. So it's like, what drives him to the point where he does that? Like, he has to do it for a good reason at some point. So it should be interesting.
My guess is that it might not. It's going to be one of two things. It's going to have something to do with the twins.
Oh yeah.
Like
Right.
causing him to do what he's doing, or just as potentially like it's inadvertent. You know.
Yeah, open the wrong door or whatever.
But like the movies are pretty good because they were honestly pretty good in comparison to the comic books, which were fantastic. The comic books were really, really good for Hellboy.
Yeah.
So you know, the movies ended up, I think, staying fairly loyal to the comic books, and so I liked it a lot. There was some weirdness, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just I'm afraid that 3 is going to be worse than 2, which was worse than 1, in my opinion.
You're wrong. That's okay.
I don't think you know because you haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen Hellboy 2?
3.
Okay.
You don't know if 3 is going to be worse.
2 was not worse than 1, though, so I have no reason to believe that 3 would be worse than 2.
It was, actually. So you're wrong. That's weird.
You're wrong.
we have intelligent arguments here. No, you're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
Oh my goodness.
But all right.
Well,
Tell you.
so yeah,
Could be
interesting. Yeah,
Could be good.
Mark Ruffalo confirms that Incredible Hulk will not be in Captain America: Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little sad by this, but it makes sense. Hulk really didn't have a prominent part in Civil War, if at all.
I don't even remember him showing
I
up
don't-
ever.
yeah,
in Civil
I don't think
War
he even
comic
showed up.
books.
So it's fine that he's
it's
not
fine,
there.
right?
And quite frankly, Hulk would just make a mess of things, like worse than normal.
He would
Well, I
just
wonder if
break
they were
everything.
going to have Hulk do what Thor did in the Civil War in the comic books.
Like have some other
Like
alternative.
maybe
Be a robot and kill someone?
well, kill someone.
Oh.
Because the fact is that they could not control their Thor robot, and so he was out of control and he killed someone.
Yeah.
Having Hulk come in, like thinking that they could control him, like I could see where Tony Stark thinks he can control Hulk. Now he's figured something out. Thinks he can control Hulk. And I understand it's because we don't have Reed Richards. And
You
we don't
fucking
have,
no.
We don't have anyone else
no,
to fuck up.
No.
We don't have anyone else to fuck up.
I'm already out. I'm already out.
So
He's
shut the fuck up for a minute. Let me finish what I'm trying to say.
Maybe you
here.
shouldn't have stupid ideas.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, what they could have, because he says they put him in the movie for a while, and they took him back out because whatever he did, they want to keep secret for a while longer. So, he said that his character was in the movie, he did something significant,
Right.
they decided not to do that at this point, took him out. And I'm saying, what if it's something significant was taking over Thor's role and killing someone? Like, what if he came in and killed Hawkeye, just beat them up to death?
Why would you make him have Thor's role when you can just have Thor do that?
Because we don't want to have robot
In
Thor.
this world, isn't Thor
We don't have to
supposed be
make
preparing
robot
for
Thor.
Ragnarok?
Thor's preparing for Ragnarok in the MCU.
Yeah.
We don't have to have robot Thor. We just make Thor accidentally kill someone.
Because then you change Thor's storyline. You change Thor's character and who Thor is.
They're changing everything as it is. What do you mean? You mean you change Thor's like personality?
personality.
Oh,
right?
he becomes a little bit more emo because he accidentally killed somebody. It wasn't on purpose. He's a god. That guy wasn't a god.
But they
Rough
don't-
game of tag.
They don't consider themselves gods, though.
Rough game.
But,
It's just flag football gone wrong.
My guess is that he was something like that nature.
Mm.
Something of that nature in the movie. Because I don't know what else significant he would be doing.
It does make sense to have the Hulk in that kind of a role.
Right.
That's true, but I don't know.
Instead, now I hope he shows up in Black Panther.
Can we just not have? All I'm saying is, can we just not have Tony fucking up some more? That horse is dead. It's dead.
Dude, Civil War is all about Tony.
It's not about Tony fucking up
Not about Tony fucking up.
at all. Matter of
No,
fact,
he leads the
Tony
bad
fucking
guys.
wins that shit.
Tony wins that shit. I understand that.
Whether or not you think it's right or wrong.
But
and-
Tony's side kills people.
To do it. Yeah.
A lot of people die in that, and it's from both sides. Tony's side kills one superhero which they focus on, and like, oh, but a bunch of fucking civilians die.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about civilians in superhero movies, dude. No one.
They do. The superheroes do, especially after the fact.
In DC, they do.
No, they did.
But
That
Marvel,
was a part
after
of
the fact in Marvel. Yes, they make a point.
That was a point of it, like, cause like it's part of what like made Captain stop in the first place. He's like, shit, we are just as bad as the villains now.
Right.
So we need to stop and just give up. Even though he still thought he was right, he just gave up.
Right.
The thing I like about Civil War, though, is that tension between Tony and Captain never went away. Like, literally up until the very last like comic where they rebooted the entire universe, they were at odds with each other.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you feel that strongly about it to where you start a war. And
Yeah.
Yeah, those feelings, I mean, it's not going to change.
Nope. But no Hulk.
No Hulk.
So if he shows up in Black Panther, we do a sweet Dr.
So it
Banner.
should be significantly cheaper budget-wise because not all that extra CG.
Yeah, because they're definitely not going to spend that money on other CG.
Well, I mean,
Definitely
yeah,
not.
if they were to do, I mean, I don't know.
That's
how
what
much
he's
it
saying.
costs, yeah. I don't know how much it costs.
That
to
CG
do.
can all go to some other CG.
Can all go to pay for somebody else.
CG.
Maybe we'll get Sweet Red Hulk.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
that'd be nuts. All right.
Because they have to. Because they could do the Thunderbolts, like
They
in
could do
place
the
of like.
Thunderbolts.
Because they do in the comic books, they do their Marvel's own Suicide Squad sort of thing, where Tony's team brings in some villains to fight against Captain America and his people. And they could do Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts will be fine.
Yeah.
But, alright, this is the next installment of Reboot, Cancel, Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple here. We can pull some other ones if you would.
No, I like these. I like these.
Yeah, these are good.
These are good.
So in this one, Reboot, Cancel, Continue, we're doing movies made from 80s cartoons. Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Dragon Ball. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off.
Start it off, bro.
Kill Dragon Ball.
You gotta cancel that shit. It's gotta get canceled. You have to stop trying to do that.
Reboot Transformers and continue Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles only because they've only had one rebooted already in the movie. So that's hard, but
I'm gonna go next.
I would go cancel all.
Alright.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna go next
Yeah.
here. Okay, I'm gonna go with cancel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
the new movie was not good.
It was not good, but that isn't so much the reason. We've done the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now. We've done them.
Fair.
We can stop
That's
doing
fair.
them. We can stop doing them. Honestly,
We could stop doing all of these.
right? But we have to choose, right?
Well, of the one that one
Yeah.
that we should stop the most, it's not Teenage
Let
Mutant
me
Ninja
finish,
Turtles.
because there are other reboot and continue options here, and we'll talk about that in a second. All right, just cancel. We've done it. It's been done. It's done. It's finished. Okay, let's be done with it. Dragon Ball, you just continue. I'm not gonna be watching it, but the shit's making tons of money right now. Like the new episodes they're bringing out are making
Oh,
huge.
we're talking about movies.
Right, so
We're
am
talking
I.
about Dragon Ball movies.
Movies made from 80s
So
cartoons.
You said
You're
episodes,
saying
not-
episodes.
Or I'm saying they made new Dragon Ball movies. They're animes. New anime movies. Is that not what you're talking about?
Live action movies. These are all live action, not cartoon.
Oh well,
movies.
maybe you should have specified
Not
that
cartoon
shit.
movies.
It doesn't specify live action. It says movies made from 80s cartoons.
Yeah, and this was a movie. There's two of them. They recently came out.
I didn't see that wrench coming.
Okay,
but it
well
makes
that
sense.
does change things a
Live
little bit.
action movies.
That does change things a little bit. Okay, in that case, you gotta cancel Dragon Ball. There's just no.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the live action movie.
Right. Talking about live action movies, like live action movies that have been made from 80s cartoons.
Matter of fact, I think it's already been canceled. So what I'd rather here instead of cancel, like revert, so it never happened.
Right.
Erase from history.
Erase from history. I'm gonna go reboot Transformers, and then continue Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Listen, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right.
I'm not gonna watch them. Like I don't like the new ones at all, but they're popular with kids. Whatever.
Okay, you gotta cancel Dragon Ball. There's no other option.
Yeah.
This is not something that can be made into a live action movie. It just cannot be done well at all ever. I don't care who's doing it. Yeah, I don't care if Jesus comes down and directs this movie. It's gonna be horrible.
Right.
Okay. I think continue Transformers.
How can you fuckers go with continue Transformers when we have 4 of the worst pieces of shit ever to grace the silver screen.
They make money.
Because that just drags in the money. Transformers as it is now,
who cares?
Just drags.
Do you
in
see any
money.
of the money? This is
just
your
drags
decision.
In the money.
This is your decision.
Drags in the money.
You're not Michael Bay.
I'm not Michael Bay. I understand.
You don't get that money.
I understand that. But continuing Transformers the way it is, and reboot the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I say cancel.
First, we just rebooted the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's pretend that didn't happen and actually
just let it go
Mutant
for a
Ninja
few more
Turtles.
movies, and then reboot Transformers so it's good. So we can take something that I love, which is Transformers and robots and laser beams, and make it good.
Okay.
My childhood, make it good.
Or just make it like the original comics, but what else?
That's what I'm saying. Make it good.
Yeah. All right. Next one on the list: adventure games. Uncharted, Mass Effect, and Witcher. Same rule: reboot, cancel, continue.
Right.
I'll go ahead and start out. Continue Witcher because I had a lot of fun with Witcher 3. Reboot Mass Effect because it's already happening and that's a safe bet. And I never played Uncharted. I hear it's really good, but cancel Uncharted.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ruby?
I want to cancel The Witcher. I don't think it sort of brings anything else that we don't already know. It's just sort of like God of War and Uncharted had a baby.
Have you played The Witcher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you?
Well, that's all the more reason why he can.
I played Witcher 2. I didn't play Witcher 3.
Oh,
That's a good enough reason to cancel it. If he hasn't played it, and he's like, whatever. I'm just not gonna play
that
it.
works. Yeah.
I don't think it brings anything to the table that the other ones aren't already bringing to the table.
Okay.
They did kind of finish a lot of stuff up with this one too.
Right. Gonna continue Uncharted because I don't care about it at all.
Okay.
It's PlayStation, and I'm gonna reboot Mass Effect. But I'm rebooting Mass Effect Andromeda. Like talking about, not the reboot they're currently doing.
How can you reboot something that's not even
a different
out yet?
reboot. Not out. I don't want to do Andromeda. I want to do a different reboot.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Continue Witcher.
Okay.
Cancel Uncharted. Reboot Mass Effect. Now, the reason why I'm choosing reboot Mass Effect, even though we have like Andromeda coming out, right? Like, and that's basically what Andromeda is doing.
Right.
More or less, is because I just want to go back and fix some things from 3 mostly.
Right. Well, if you reboot, we're talking about like starting over from the beginning, pretty much. So.
Right, but eventually we'll get
Yeah.
to 3, and I can fix them when I get
We
there.
can fix them when we get there. Well, we can fix them in 1 and 2, so we don't have to have 3 the way it was.
True. Well, the 1 and 2 I was pretty well fine with. I just think that you needed to incorporate a lot of the things that happen, like combat-wise, from 3. I would change 2 significantly as well. But
2 was the filler game.
it was a filler game.
It's a lot of people's favorite,
I really liked 2.
but 2 was the filler game.
I just didn't
not
feel
really shit happened in the storyline.
it was
2
just
is what
very
got me into
removed
the
from
universe,
the.
though.
Right.
Was it?
Yeah, I didn't play the first one, and I played 2, liked it, went back and played the first one, replayed the second one, and I have yet to play the third.
I can see why you would like 2, because actually 2, as if that's your first introduction into it, then the collectors become like your introduction to who the
Yeah.
Reapers are. But the problem is in 1, you already know all about the Reapers.
Right,
so
right,
you
right.
play the Reapers as the antagonist, kind of behind the scenes antagonist, and then 2 you have like the collectors. Who are these guys?
Right.
Yeah.
So that was a little disjointing, but it was it was a good game.
I had a huge issue with the final battle, though, where you're fighting
1
the
or 2?
giant 2, where you're fighting the Terminator Reaper.
The Terminator Reaper.
Yeah, I'm just
that
like,
would not-
really?
that
would-
I mean, it was
Terminator.
like Contra, because the thing's like up here and then it's down in your face, like.
It was very Contra.
Yeah, I'm just
It was
like-
very Contra.
Yeah, come on.
I would
Yeah.
probably change the last boss of that a little bit.
Maybe
I
not.
changed the last
have
boss
that.
a lot.
Or having like a space battle, because the thing was fucking huge. Like, use your ship, blow that shit up, but that's, whatever.
There's some things I would have added.
I only
to
spent the
Mass
entire
Effect.
game upgrading the damn thing, putting weapons and shit on it, and never get to use them.
That's almost so you don't. It's almost so people don't get killed inside.
Yeah, that's all it was for.
Yeah, well now I'm not spending nothing on weapons. Fucking just armor.
Andromeda looks fantastic. From the details I've known.
What we've seen so far looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
And it's really just like what I know about the game graphically. I don't really care that much. I mean, it looks better than 3, and that it could be 3 for all I care.
Right.
I'd be fine. But the details seem pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But I would do a reboot, like not going to Andromeda, but going to like back to the beginning
Yeah.
and sort of laying out all the storyline a little more carefully.
Yeah. That's what I would do as well. I would give the ending a little bit more of 3, a little bit more impact. I would get rid of the star brat. I would.
Yeah.
I would get rid of him. He was just a little, I don't know. It just even if you bought it and you're like, okay, that happened, and you bought it, it still is very forced. Like, oh, we're just introducing this kid, and we're just gonna push this kid in your face at the most annoying parts of the game, running after this stupid kid because I have to run through molasses, just so we can put him in at the end and have it not be like a Deus Ex Machina setup. But
Right.
Yeah.
it was, I don't know. I would change a lot.
Also,
of
the game
stuff.
was super sexist because you're not allowed to have a female star child. It's fucked up. Always got to be a male star child.
Could have been a
We're
female.
not touching that.
Just saying, it could have been a female.
It was definitely not a female.
I definitely don't think you know for certain.
I checked. It's in the,
Okay,
It's in the code.
cast over.
He checked, and we're done. Thank you for coming out. Enjoying the RSG Podcast, episode 54. 55, I forget. We'll write it down.
I think it's 54.
It's 54, yeah, it is. Check us out, rsgpodcast.com. Check us out on Facebook at Random Subject Generator and Twitter at RSG Podcast. Now, I've been live tweeting Fear the Walking Dead, not necessarily in favor of Fear the Walking Dead, but yeah, watch it and enjoy the commentary that we put on it. So yeah, pay attention on Sundays. I know, that's like
I kind of
product
want
placement.
to watch it out and respond to Ryan's tweets.
You should like,
Did you get paid for that?
probably, I am now. I just want to let you guys know so that you can follow me on Twitter.
Right.
Who's paying you?
I'm not allowed to really discuss
Watch
it.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Fear the. Give me some money.
Yeah.
Give me
money for live tweeting for you. But yeah, anyway, it's fun. Whatever, I make
They're
fun
not
of a lot
gonna-
of stuff in it.
So they're not going to give you
it's
money
fun.
because you're making fun of them.
I know, but they should.
You're supposed to live tweet about how awesome and sweet it is.
Oh my god, it's totally awesome.
I can't wait to see Carl in this movie.
Carl. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you.